This off. Hello, comic book fans. Welcome back to another episode of Comic Book Geezers. I'm Wild Bill, your host, and right here is Pete Pardo.
What's going on, everybody? Thanks for joining us. We've got another new acquisitions episode, recent pickup. So a couple days ago, you saw Bill's recent haul. Now you got mine. So
Let's see.
And I bought all this stuff from our friends down in Texas. We all know who they are. That's right. And I was on kind of a mission, as most of you know. If you've been watching the channel, I've been scooping up a lot of like old Avengers comics. And I decided, Bill and I were talking recently. I'm like, I want to get some more like Tales of Suspense and Tales to Astonish because there's some great stuff there, and I'm still missing quite a bit. So this haul is just about old Avengers and Tales of Suspense. So let's kickstart it off. I never had this one, and the reason why these two that I got. King size specials were because they have all original stories in them. You know, when they just do repeats on the king size and annuals, I'm not quite as interested. Yeah. But I got number one.
Wow.
King size special, yes indeed.
Avengers annual number one.
Yep, king size special number one.
That's when books were 15 cents and this one's 25 cents.
25, yeah, exactly.
Twice as big king size.
So this is the biggest continuous action ever. The original Avengers joined today's Avengers. So there you got Hercules and Thor, Iron Man, Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, Wasp, Giant Man or Goliath as he's called, Hawkeye, and Captain America. And these are all the villains. So you got the Swordsman, the Enchantress, Executioner, Living Laser, Power Man, the Mandarin. It's like, Jesus. Everybody. So, and I haven't read this yet. I just got this recently, so I haven't read it yet. So I'm looking forward to diving in.
Nice.
And if I'm getting number one, might as well get number two.
Oh.
I'm not skipping that. So here, the new Avengers versus the old Avengers. So here, they're all teaming up in this one. Now here you got Hulk, Thor, Iron Man, and Giant Man against Goliath, Hawkeye, Cap, and Black Panther. And the Wasp is there too as well. So this, I'm sure, will be another really cool issue. So again, number two. And then I've been trying to fill in holes like from 1 to 100. So, it's tough because the really early ones are massively expensive.
Yes.
But I've been slowly filling in a lot of the stuff here. So this is, and this one features, he's not on the cover, but Kang the Conqueror is in this one. This is issue number 24. So here we have the weird makeshift lineup of Hawkeye, Cap, Scarlet Witch, and Quicksilver, which to me is probably one of the lamest lineups of the Avengers ever. I mean, Hawkeye. These are still fun, but man, it's like, and here's, Hawkeye is just a pain in the ass all the time in these because he's always questioning Cap's leadership abilities. And so he's just constantly bickering with Pietro and with Cap and Scarlet Witch. So he's like, please stop fighting. It's like, whatever. So, but, and this one, this is a 3.0, but it's got, and of course they didn't list this in the description, but it's got a crease running down straight down.
Just folded in the mail.
Yeah, which you can kind of see there. It is, so which kind of sucks. But so there's that one. Then this one is sort of a important issue. I think I spent a good deal of money on this. I mean, not tons of money, but this is issue number 28. So this is the return of Giant Man. And this is where he decides to change his name to Goliath. Right.
Not Galoot.
No.
Big Galoot.
Really cool cover on this. I mean, how powerful does Goliath look on here? All right. So again, this is they add. So I was just bitching about how the lineup with just these four is kind of lame. Well, now when you add him to it, because the Avengers need at least one guy to bring the muscle, right? Early on,
because they don't have Thor.
They don't have Thor. They don't know. Hulk obviously was early on, but so you got to have someone like Hercules or Thor.
I'm surprised Thor's not in here.
Yeah, he left for a little while. He didn't come back till later on. So, and now we're going to go up to issue number 39.
He just left.
He went to Asgard. He's like, left.
I'm
available if you need me, but I will be up in. I will take a break from Midgard.
Touring the universe on that ship.
That's right. So, talking about having the heavy hitter in the lineup. So, I really like this early run where Hercules joins the ranks. So, this is number 39. So here you got all the rest of them all. This is the Mad Thinker is in this one. There he is. Right?
But he's really not an Avenger. He's an Olympian. But now he's going to be an Avenger.
But now he's an Avenger for a little while. He's been in and out of the Avengers quite a bit over the years. Of course, he formed the Champions in the middle. So he was an Avenger first, then he was in the Champions a few years later. And then
Until they got discontinued.
And
he went back to the Avengers. He also had his own solo for 4 issues.
Yeah, I really like the Hercules character.
The 4-issue part that came out in 80.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. Yeah, I kind of like that. All right, so now we're going to switch gears. We're going to move over. So I mentioned Tales of Suspense. So Tales of Suspense is the great book that featured half of the stories, at least in the run that I'm talking about, were Iron Man, and the other half were Captain America. And then when they decided to give both of those their own series, Tales of Suspense went bye-bye. So I've been trying to fill in all the gaps that I have, and I don't remember exactly where Iron Man Cap started off. I think it was in the 50s, right? Because it wasn't from all the way in the 50s or the 60s.
I thought it was in the late 50s.
I think you're right.
Then they're all Cap and Iron Man until the end.
Until the end, yeah, exactly.
So there's about 40 issues in there, or 50 issues?
Something like that, yeah.
40 something. Right?
Yeah, because I think it went to one. Cap started at what? 102, I believe, right? Or 101?
Was it 100?
100, yeah, you're right.
They did the same thing. Man was number one.
Iron Man, yeah. Weird how they did that. So they did the same thing with the Hulk and Submariner, right? Yep. Submariner got to number 1 and Hulk went to 102. Yep. And with Cap, he went to 100.
Yep.
And
it was, so it was like the late 50s. So almost like 40 some odd issues of Tales of Suspense. I only have 3.
Oh, I had very little till a few years ago. Now, and these are great. These are really
hard to find.
They are hard to find.
And in good shape to find in good shape.
Right.
They're usually beat up.
Like, we went to a few places, few comics, like the one in Port Jervis, right? He had a whole bunch of these
Tales. They were beat up.
They were beat up, and he wanted a lot of money. Yeah, and he wanted like $20, $30, $40 for each one of them, and they were like
Tales of shit, like I said. Yeah. They were fucked up covers, right? Yeah.
So I bought a bunch of them here. And
you look like you scored good here.
I did really well on these. So here we got... So, of course, Iron Man against Titanium Man.
He's almost in every Tales of Suspense issue that I see, Titanium Man. You get a lot of Titanium Man for your buck.
That's Titanium, right? That's like Crimson. Yeah, it's like Crimson Dynamos Red. That's right, yeah.
But he's in... I have 3 issues, and he's in like 2 of them, I think.
Well, he fought him a lot back then. In fact, I think that he became more known for an adversary of Iron Man in the Tales of Suspense book as opposed to his own book. Because you don't see him much in the regular Iron Man series.
And he's more of a... Like you said, a match for Iron Man. He's a suit of armor himself.
Yeah.
More menacing than Doctor Doom, who is also in a suit of armor. But
menacing looking, yeah. I mean, Doctor Doom obviously more powerful, but yeah. And this is a Jack Kirby cover, which is pretty cool. So you got the 2 stories in here: one Iron Man, one Captain America. I had to get this one. I think this was the priciest one out of all of them.
What number was this?
That was
71.
Yep, 71.
39. Oh, that's Avengers.
That's Avengers, yeah.
Okay.
So here we have Iron Man again on the cover. In fact, most of these has Iron Man on the cover. So, of course, now he's in issue number 73 fighting the Black Knight. The original Black Knight, which is pretty cool.
That's 70 what?
73.
73.
Yeah, so this is
very
probably
cool.
1966 or 7, something like that. Maybe a little or something.
Wow.
65, yeah, something like that. Very cool issue there.
Nice colors on that.
And I had to get this one because this is the first part of an epic battle with the Submariner, which then continues on in Tales to Astonish. This is that epic battle. For those of you who might remember, Gene Colan was drawing both. And he drew this issue and then went to draw the follow-up issue in Tales to Astonish, caught the flu after he did the first 2 pages, and Jack Kirby had to finish up the rest of the story. And it
looks all butchered on the inside.
It looks different, but it's still amazing, right? Because this is one of the most epic battles of between Iron Man and Submariner, who fought all the time and hate each other. We've talked about that many times.
Shows up quite a few times in Iron Man.
Yeah, so this is Gene Colan cover art there, and on the inside.
Very nice.
So now we're going to skip over. So now we got Cap on the cover here. This is the only one.
What number is that?
This is 82.
Okay.
Going against the Adaptoid. Right?
Nice.
Adaptoid fought everybody, and I believe this is
it's like a negative.
Yeah, kind of cool.
Like a photo negative.
Jack Kirby cover there. The Mystery of the Inconceivable Adaptoid. So that's issue number 82. And then the last one I picked up here is number 89. So we're getting towards the end of the run, going against the Melter. And again, how many times has Bill brought up in the past, like these covers with Iron Man's suit being melted, right? It's like
50% of the time.
Right, the suit is melting. Well, if it's supposed to be an impenetrable shell, why is your suit always melting?
And it's like, how do you continue the fight? This has to be towards the end of the fight. You have to get through this somehow because you have nothing left, Iron Man.
That's right. But a cool cover nonetheless. And of course, the Melter is.
It is classic. I should just do it. You've given me an idea. I'm going to do an episode on all my Iron Man covers.
The melting covers?
Yes.
That's probably a good idea.
Mental note.
So that's right. So, and you know, the funny thing is that could lead to a whole series of stuff because there's not only we could probably find all sorts of other trends like that where
let's start there,
right? So like
melted Iron Man,
Spider-Man getting beat up on the covers, right? How many times is Spider-Man just getting
Spider-Man falling covers?
Spider-Man falling, right? Yeah, exactly. I mean, this the Hulk with there's probably a ton that we can do.
Yeah,
so that's
sure
that's
we'd hear
funny.
tons of comments on what they want to see.
Yeah, probably. But it's very true because you.
I'm gonna go melted covers, man.
Melted covers, melted
Iron Man covers.
Melted Iron Man covers. So that's my little haul here. Kind of small, but you know, these are
Nice
fairly
job.
pricey books. Thank you. But we're talking about getting some more stuff, or maybe going to a con in the very near future. So hopefully we'll have more of these. New
things to
acquisition
show you.
Yeah, exactly.
If you like comics, you need to click the like button. Help us out.
Yes, indeed.
And we thank you for being here. As always, if you like comics as much as we do, we thank you for being here and watching Comic Book Geezers. We thank you for your subscriptions and your support. And as always, click the notification bell so you can be kept in the loop every time we have a new video so you can know what's going on. All right.
That's right.
So I'm Wild Bill saying thanks for being here, and we'll see you next time on Comic Book Geezers.
And Pete, thanks for watching. See you in a couple days here on the show. Take care, buddy. Bye-bye.
Bye.